Hey everyone, my name is Austin and this channel is all about digging deeper and going further to better understand faith and film and everything that is in between. If that's exciting to you when you're new here, you can subscribe to my channel for a new video just like this one every Friday. I really enjoy doing these types of videos because I can be a lot more laid back. There's not as much pressure to stay on topic and follow my script of bullet points that I've put together. So let's just sit back and talk about movies, what we've been watching, what we've picked up. Do not forget to share in the comments below what you've been watching, and if you've picked up anything on Blu-ray or DVD or digital, what have you been getting? We are finally back with Bluray Haul and what I've been watching. It's been almost 2 months since I've done a video on this, partially because we've been under quarantine, so it's been harder to get movies. Some of the movies that are in this list I ordered at the beginning of the month and they just now came from Amazon. Other reason is I just haven't been buying as much because I haven't been going out and about as much to different stores. So without further ado, let's get started with what I've been watching. Now, I'm not going to share every movie that I've watched over the past 2 months because that would be like 30 movies. So let's just go over some of the highlights really quick and then jump into what I picked up Blu-ray and DVD wise. The Invisible Man is the last movie of 2020 that I've seen in the theater. It was a very good movie to have seen as my last movie that I saw in the theater. I really liked it. I can't wait for this one to come out on Blu-ray. I'm definitely going to be picking that one up. It comes out at the end of May on Blu-ray, so I'm very excited for that one. Next, this is a movie I absolutely adored. It's one of my 2019 catch-ups, and that is The Farewell. I loved this movie. This movie made me cry, which does not happen very often at all. And if you've not seen this one, I watched it on Amazon Prime. I'm not sure if it's still streaming there. If it is, take the opportunity and watch it. It's very, very good. I rewatched the first 2 Terminator movies because I still had not had a chance to see Dark Fate, and it had been a while since I'd seen the first 2. So I wanted everything fresh, so I just went 1, 2, Dark Fate. With my wife, it was her first time seeing them. She actually liked them, which I was surprised about. I think she liked the newest one best because she doesn't tend to like older movies that much, but I liked Dark Fate, I think, now that I kind of understand it more and have researched what decisions they made and why they made those decisions. But in my opinion, the first 2 Terminator movies are the only official Terminator movies. The rest are just like fan fiction, people playing in the Terminator sandbox. If you watch Sean Chandler Talks About on YouTube, that's kind of how he thinks of all of those. So I have a very similar mindset when it comes to the Terminator franchise. Another 2019 movie that I caught up with, Fighting with My Family. Florence Pugh stars in this movie, and she's been one of my favorite up-and-coming actors over the past couple of years. And this is another great movie, a great performance, and this is a really good, really fun, family-friendly movie. It's currently on Amazon Prime, at least it was a few weeks ago when I watched it, and I really liked it. I loved it, and it was very well done. Even though it's sad that all the theaters are closed right now, obviously we need people staying home and staying safe, but it did give me the chance to see Onward, which did a very brief theatrical window and then got pushed over to Disney+. And so my wife and I checked that one out. I really liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought Chris Pratt and Tom Holland had great chemistry, and the story was very good. I'm a big fantasy guy, so I loved the fantastical world that they built around this story and the characters. So if you have Disney Plus and you're a Pixar fan, check out Onward. I thought it was a great movie. I also watched Lady Bird for the first time. As you'll see soon, I've been getting into Greta Gerwig, and so those are 2 most popular recent films, and that's one that's been on Amazon Prime for a while now I've been meaning to watch. Then after watching Little Women, which I think I've talked about on this channel, I'm not 100% sure. I loved Little Women, and Greta Gerwig is great at directing and writing, and so I was eager to jump back and check out Lady Bird. I really liked it. You can see where things progressed to improve even more for what comes in Little Women, but I thought Lady Bird was a great story really cool, down-to-earth, and just authentic story about high school. Okay, so those are my highlights for what I've been watching movie-wise. As always, I recommend check out my Letterboxd account. I always link to it in the description for my videos. If you want to see every movie that I've watched, I post and review about them in that app. It's one of my favorite apps. It's basically a social media app for film lovers, and it's one that I've spent at least multiple times a day on. So this, I cheated a little bit. I don't usually buy DVDs anymore. I try to avoid it if I can, but I've been wanting to watch The Mask of Zorro, and this was before I knew it was on Netflix and could have watched it there. So I got this back in March. This was the only movie I bought in March. So I got the DVD of The Mask of Zorro at a thrift store. You can kind of still see it for 90 cents. I still haven't had a chance to watch it, and if I do, I'll probably just go watch it on Netflix because then I could watch it in high definition opposed to a DVD, but it's still a movie that I picked up, so I wanted to show it here. This one is a special treat because you've probably never heard of this. If you have heard of this, I'd be amazed. I got this called Good Night or Good Morning. This is a movie that a friend of mine actually made. He wrote and directed this, and he released it on Blu-ray because he's a physical media guy and had a bunch of extra copies laying around, so made it possible for people to basically name your price and get a copy of the movie and, you know, kind of help support him. So I wanted to do that. Obviously, he's a great friend of mine, and so I picked up a Blu-ray copy of Good Night or Good Morning, and I'm very excited to check this one out again. I watched it a few months or so ago when he showed it to us, and I really liked it, so I'm excited to go back to it again at some point soon and check that out again. And now I have the opportunity to show it to other people. The movie is very much a slice of life story about a high school boy just trying to figure out life. Trying to figure out his faith, trying to figure out his relationship with girls, all that kind of stuff. And it's very good, very well done, very authentic. I love just a down-to-earth, real story that just feels like you're just watching real people go through life. Next is, I think, the most recent entry on my favorite foreign films. If you've been following my channel for some time, you know I watched Pan's Labyrinth for the first time a few months ago, and I picked this one up on Blu-ray. This is one of the ones that I got on Amazon. I ordered it on April 8th. It literally came in the mail today, so it's just in time for me to include it in this video. This was almost instantly one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. As mentioned, just down here on the same level as Lord of the Rings, in my opinion. One I want to go back to again because this is a Spanish subtitled film, so I spent most of the movie, which isn't a bad thing, reading the subtitles, obviously. So now that I have a general idea of what's going on, I want to be able to kind of look on the rest of the screen, see what's happening, because it's a very detailed, very practical effect created movie, and I want to appreciate that more. So this is one I will be going back to very soon to check out, especially with all this extra time we have just sitting around. The second set that I picked up on Amazon is one, this is a Blu-ray upgrade, one I've been wanting to do for a while. These have been on my list for a while, and that is the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. I've had all three of these ones on DVD for years, and it's one that I've been wanting to get on Blu-ray because obviously they're classics for me. I grew up with the franchise, and this is the 4-disc Blu-ray set, so it comes with the first 3 movies, and then the third one has a bonus featured disc as well. I'll show you kind of what it looks like because it's very different, not your normal casing. So you got the Spider-Man spider emblem on the front, and then it opens up inside to all of the discs. Very cool, something kind of collector item-y, and one that I'm very happy to have. It saves me some space because I took 3 DVDs down to 1 Blu-ray, so that means more room for more movies. Lastly, we have one that I've been asking my wife to let me go get since we saw the movie. So last weekend, I think it was last weekend, my days are all mixed together. I thought today, this is Wednesday right now that I'm recording. I thought it was Thursday. I was 90% sure until like 5 or 6 o'clock. And then I found out it was only Wednesday. So my days are all mixed up. But last weekend, I believe, or it was a couple weeks ago, we watched Little Women and Richard Jewell from Redbox. I really liked Richard Jewell. I absolutely loved Little Women, which I did not expect because I'm not a romantic chick flick guy. But as I mentioned, Greta Gerwig, the incredible talent that just is flowing out of her writing is astounding to me. So we got Little Women on Blu-ray. One of the reasons I also wanted to get this is because I already do want to watch it again. And when we redboxed it, we got it on DVD. So the whole time I was watching it, I just felt like the movie was out of focus. And so I was eager to see this one again. My wife was like, I can't wait to see this one again. I said, yes, but next time we watch it, we're getting it on Blu-ray because I can't do that again. And so now, Blu-ray, DVD digital combo pack. So very excited to watch this one again. Even if you are not a romantic chick flick person, you should check out Little Women. I've been recommending it to people all around because the movie is incredible. The non-linear storytelling is very good. All of the characters are incredibly interesting. All of the acting is great. This one also has Florence Pugh in it, which, as I mentioned, is becoming one of my favorite actresses working today. And so if you've not seen Little Women, I highly recommend checking this one out. Obviously, it's out on DVD, it's out on Redbox. Check it out if you get the chance. So it was a slow 2 months. I had to be patient, but we had a decent haul to come back around to almost 2 months later. So plan on seeing another haul at the end of the month of May. I already got some things I'm thinking about picking up. And so it was a pretty good haul. I'm happy with this one. A lot of these I want to go back and check out. So it's always nice to have new stuff that you want to check out right away in your collection. So do not forget to share down in the comments what you've been watching, what you've picked up, if anything, on Blu-ray, DVD, or digital. I'd love to hear about it in the comments down below. Little Women is running away from me. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it, make sure you're subscribed, and share it with someone who you know will enjoy it just as much as you did. Thank you, as always, for sticking around to the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one.